Look what finally arrived straight from Alibaba. Man, I was so happy the way these were looking at the box. Couldn't wait to get them installed in the bike. But first, I did want to do a quick comparison to the XXX wheels. And you can see it's a big difference. The Talari, I think, is 2¼ inches wide. The rear tire in this set's 3½ inches wide. It's crazy that the front tire in the new wheel set's actually bigger than the rear tire in the XXX. All right, let's get this install started. First, had to get the rear wheel off. And all the socket sizes I usually use for e-bikes weren't working. So I got the larger set out and I still didn't have the proper size to get the rear axle nut off. So I headed to the best place to fix that problem. 27mm is a bit overkill to me, but whatever. Also, when I went, I got stuck in the longest Harbor Freight line of my life. Got the rear wheel off, time to put the new one on. Will say it was a bit of a struggle with the chain guards on, so I didn't take them off. But other than that, the wheel fitment was mint. Got the chain adjusted and torqued the rear axle nut back to spec. Then I did the same process for the front wheel and we're good to go. All right, we got the Supermotos on and they're looking so good. Overall, the installation process wasn't too bad. Now, a couple things with these wheels, I did get them from Alibaba. To my door, they cost me just over $700. Now, if you don't know, this is a pretty common wheel set you can get from the Ultra Bee. You'll find a lot of secondhand sellers and drop shippers offering these. And my recommendation would be not to purchase from them and just go straight to the source. Because I messaged 3 or 4 different sellers on Alibaba about this same wheel set. The reason I went with the one I did is because they offered me rotors and a sprocket. And that was a non-negotiable for me. I didn't want to be swapping rotors and sprockets every time I wanted to go between dirt and sumos. Now, if you're looking to go to Supermotos and just keep them permanently, that'd be a good option for you. It's not too hard to swap your sprocket and rotors, but for me, I'm looking to go back and forth between the Supermotos and the dirt wheels, so this would be a much easier process. It took about 30 days to get to my door from purchase date. They were actually supposed to get here a couple days ago, so that's give or take. Could take a little less, could take a little bit more, but overall, not gonna be too bad of a wait time on these. Me personally, I bought a bunch of things from Alibaba. I haven't had a bad experience yet, knock on wood. So really nothing but good things to say about this experience. Like I said, 30 days, just over $700 and 2 awesome wheels. And obviously I haven't rode on the wheels yet, but they seem quality enough to me. So now all there's left to do is do this first ride. Let's go test these out. Always super nerve-wracking testing on a new wheel set. Just being sure none of these bolts are coming loose or anything. But man, the bike's looking clean. I love how these look. Big fan of the Sumo look on the Ultra Bee. And really this rear tire is about as wide as the one on my Ninja 500. It is absolutely freezing out today, but gotta test them out real quick. They're still, as I was saying, they still feel pretty nice in the grass. Okay, we are definitely not on knobbies anymore. That's actually the first time I've dumped this bike. That's surprising. I was actually pretty dumb taking the fresh tires in the grass like that. I think what I'm most impressed about is that the bars didn't bend. These are just slipping the whole time. All right, let's go use these for their intended purpose for a second. These wheelies so much better than knobbies, I can already tell. Oh, wow, yeah, these feel smooth, man. It's like they're almost meant for the road or something. Wow, yeah, this feels nice. That feels a lot easier. And I was starting to get used to knobbies, but they would just sketch me out sometimes. Yeah, it feels different, man. It's gonna take me a second to get used to, but overall, I think it's gonna be better in the long run. Man, these feel so good in the pavement, though. Winter is here. It is freezing out right now. These are a game changer. It really transforms the bike. It's a nice bike, man. I love this thing. I cannot recommend these enough. You got an Ultra Bee and you ride in the street, pick you up a set of these wheels. And the thing is, like I said, I got a whole complete dirt set now, so I can just go back and forth. I'll probably mostly be riding on these, but next season we're definitely gonna take this off-road for sure. Man, this thing feels different at balance point. That's so weird. I think it's because the knobbies get squared off, so it kind of locks you in. And these are just such fresh tires. That's how it always is. Successful first test ride, except that one wreck. Hey, well, it's going to happen sooner than later, so now they're properly broken in. But this is really just the beginning of the Supermoto building this bike. Got a lot more to come with this. We'll definitely do a longer test ride soon. But yeah, if you guys got an Ultra Bee or you're thinking about getting an Ultra Bee, can't recommend these wheels enough. But that's going to do it for this one. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will catch y'all next video.